Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story, and I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Bits of real panther, so you know it's good.
It's quite pungent. Oh, yeah. It stings the nostrils. In a good way.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm going to be honest with you, that smells like pure gasoline.
60% of the time, it works. Every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Chiefs Kingdom. It's time for All Chiefed Up with your hosts, Steve and Mike Williams. From the Bluegrass to the Red Sea, this is the Kingdoms Podcast.
Kingdom, Chiefs Kingdom.
What's
You
up?
hear me?
I do hear you.
ACU crew, what's
Is this
going
thing on here?
It's on. It's Thursday. This is not our usual Wednesday, Steve. Feels a little strange, doesn't it?
It is weird. We're a day late. $1
Day
short.
late. Dollar short. Yeah, man. Who's pumped to play the Vikings?
Nobody.
Steve's not been into it this week.
It's
He's
like-
who in the world are we playing this week? I'm like, dude, it's the Vikings.
Wait a minute. Who are we playing this week? Oh, the Vikings. That's right.
The Vikings, my boy.
All I got to say is we better freaking win. That's all I got to say.
Dude, Pat's got to win.
I don't want one of these last second scramble to clock, to run the clock out because we played so poorly. We barely beat the Vikings. I want to see a real win.
Right. Pat's got to win this week. If he wins, he beats all 31.
Yeah.
Let's hope he
I
never
don't know.
has to
He's
beat the
definitely
Chiefs.
beat the Chiefs before.
Yeah,
he beat
us in
the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game
in
against the Bengals.
against the Bengals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pat. You can go ahead and chalk that one up too.
He's beat the Chiefs a few times.
I'm joking. Bro. You're gonna irritate that guy in our video that said
Milton.
You're gonna irritate Milton. Milton said he was gonna have a convoy out to delete our whole entire channel if we ever talk about Patrick Mahomes again. Milton's leading the charge out here, I guess.
He said, "Well, you commentators, the next thing it'll be that we need to get rid of Patrick Mahomes." And it's like, what kind of an extreme event would take that?
What is that about? What do you call us a commentator? Isn't a commentator like Chris Collinsworth?
Man, I would be a better commentator than Collinsworth because I wouldn't be out there just absolutely, you know how he does. He'd slap nutting all over them guys. Yep.
Yeah, he's a slap nuts. Hey, man, I see where Josh said he got his poster today. I sent out all those posters on Monday evening. I don't know if they got through to the post office till Tuesday, but you guys should be getting those posters any day now. So They're all out.
Speaking of, I have this nice little package here that I got in the mail. Let's unbox this bad boy.
Wait, what you get?
I don't know.
Steve's unboxing. Get it over in front of us so we can watch you unbox.
Hold on. Let me move this back.
Come on, unbox for us.
Oh, what do we got here?
What is this? Whoa, is this a hat?
I believe we have some hats.
Wait, Steve's got a hat? What is this?
Let's see here. I'm just going to... I don't know. Like the people I'm about to ship them to, I don't know if they want them out of the plastic here.
No, don't take it out of the plastic for
This
them.
here is a beautiful camo hat.
Oh, that's going to be Brian Parrott's, isn't it?
That's Brian Parrott. Yogi 1-1.
BP
in the house. And then a black one. Someone won a black one, I think.
That was Pops.
Is it Pop? Oh, Pops.
Pops needed a black one. He ordered a hat. Give it away.
Give it away.
And then made us buy him a new one.
He said,
Pop's doing.
Somebody wanted it. That's what he does. He gives things away.
I guess.
Let's see what's in this. I think I got who won the white shirt?
I don't remember. It's been so long. It's been like 2 weeks or something.
We got it written down somewhere. We didn't forget about this. I don't know off the top of my head. What we got here? Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Right.
Steve, you got to get in the mic, dude. I can't hear you. Oh, the Icy White. I don't remember who won the Icy White. It might be HD Chiefs fan. Did HD win it?
Yeah, it's got this nice little gold logo on the back too. Check that out.
That's pretty sick. I didn't even know I had that. They just put that on there for the fun of it, or?
Yep, I guess so.
Okay.
But we'll get those shipped out as soon as we can, guys. Y'all that won those things, but they finally came. They came today, so.
Yeah, they finally came. I still haven't got Ray's
jersey.
Pacheco jersey. It should be coming to me any day now. What was happening was I went to order it, Steve, and they were out. And then you went and looked, and they had restocked it instantly. But I think they restocked it fake just to get more orders, and like it's going to sit there on back order for like a month or something.
Nah, I don't know. Sometimes is it Fanatics or the NFL shop? Either one's slow sometimes.
Yeah, they're pretty slow.
We'll see. They're slap nuts over there.
Okay. You guys watching the Bears-Commanders game? Is it that great? Like, I figured that was going to be one of the worst games I'd ever watched in my life. And at some point, the Bears were up 17-0.
Well, I almost bet and took the Commanders to cover. So,
who would have thought Eric Bieniemy and the Commanders has been doing pretty good this year? Comes out and just lays an egg against Justin Fields and them. That's funny and horrible.
I have no interest in the game, to be honest. Like, I mean, it's a game. It's football. It's on TV, but I mean, we have other things to do. So, the Bears are actually winning 27-11.
Right. Look, this has to put Chiefs miss Eric Bieniemy to bed, right? We beat this team by 40 points, and they can't even get in the red zone.
But Bieniemy's so much better at calling plays than Andy Reid and Matt Nagy.
I don't know. Who knows?
You didn't know that?
Yeah. So, Steve, you don't know much about what's happened today, man.
What's happened today?
This is what's happened today. They asked Matt Nagy why Justin Ross isn't getting to play more. And Matt Nagy basically just said, hey, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's got a good attitude. He's doing everything right. We don't ration, like, not ration, but we do not force feed targets here.
Right.
That's what he said. So basically that was a big umbrella of we're not going to give Rashee Rice more targets. MVS and Sky, sorry, you guys are getting 2 targets a game if Pat sees fit to throw it to Mobley more. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, it just sounds like he said when he gets his opportunity, be it today, tomorrow, or 5 weeks from now, take advantage of it. Well, and then that's just coach talk, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Talk. They're never going to say like anything. I don't know. Nothing valuable to what we want to know. They're just going to give you the old nice PR move there, you know? They're never going to say what's actually going on, so.
Right.
We'll never know. We'll never know. But I did catch some of that. I saw where Matt Nagy said that there's no one on the Chiefs that's ever going to get like 18 targets a game. It's just not going to happen. That's not the way the offense works. So people can get that idea out of their head, basically, which is true.
Yeah. And then, let's see. Spags spoke. Spags was talking about Justin Jefferson being a quality number 1. I have a feeling. I mean, look, Justin Jefferson. I tweeted this today. He's ran probably, I don't know, probably 80% of his routes out wide rather than in the slot. So you're going to see a lot of L'Jarius Sneed shadowing him all day, I believe.
Right.
Sneed can be beat. Sneed's got a PFF grade of 52. Justin Jefferson's the third highest wide receiver in football at number 3, and the guy at number 1 is not Tyreek Hill, by the way. The guy at number 1, I can't even think. Oh, it's Brandon Ayuk. What?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
This dude couldn't get off the bench last year. But yeah, so that's what's happening.
Having a year so far.
Yeah, so that's what's going on, and it's just one of those things, man. It's the defense. He said they're ready to play. They're ready to go. Nick Bolton. That's the big thing. Is Nick Bolton going to play this week? No. Maybe. He might. It's a maybe. We thought he was good to go. Steve, but Spags said it's kind of more of a wait and see. He's going to be a game time decision, but he said he's chomping at the bit to get out there. And so, yeah, we'll see, man. That's like the biggest storylines of today I've seen. People are still fighting over the wide receivers. Do we need a wide receiver? Do we not?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be...
Andy come out yesterday and said no.
Of course not. Mike, they're not going to go after anybody. We talked about this in a video a couple days ago. It's like there's lots of different like trade rumors or like people see things that they would like to explore, but like realistically what the Chiefs are going to do, nothing. They're going to keep doing what they do. But the thing about it is like some of it's overreaction because the wide receivers last year hadn't really done much to this point, and they normally don't. Like the team, like all the struggles we've seen in the first 4 weeks are not uncommon in the Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid era. But I mean, a lot of the times, you know, they'll come out firing on all cylinders in game 1, and then they'll sink off for a few games trying to figure it all out. But they just kind of started out. I think losing the first game of the season kind of put everybody in a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they saw that the Chiefs could get beat by someone like the Lions, and it put the fear of God in some people, I guess. I don't know.
Right. I don't think. Let me see. I don't think. I don't know. I just don't think the receivers are that bad. I think they're going to let them play. I think Kadarius Toney could have a nice little week this week. I think he may have a little week. It'd
be nice.
The Vikings defense is not very good. Their corners are not very good. They play a lot of zone coverage. I'm almost positive they play a lot of zone coverage. I'm not for sure. I've got to look into the Vikings a lot, but I'm almost positive they play a lot more zone than man. But yeah, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. I think Mahomes will get back on track this week. Nagy also said Mahomes is what? He's critical on himself. More so that we don't even have to say a word about him.
Right.
He's just that bad on himself. So
he basically took all of the blame for the passing game woes. So, I mean, which that's what a good leader is going to do, right? Put it all on his shoulders. But, I mean, I think there's some truth to it as well. I think it's just as much Patrick Mahomes' fault as it is, say, the receivers or the play callers. I think everybody plays a piece in it.
Yeah. I'm seeing in the chat, everybody's saying, some people saying they got their posters.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm glad you do. I'm glad you got it. I hope you guys like it. We tried to customize every one of them, send them out. It took forever. It took me forever to get those little tubes to send them in. Everybody was out. I had to go on Amazon and get like 3,000 tubes, paid like $2,000 for them. So, yeah. Steve, everybody's moaning about their memberships. There's just a big elephant in the room here. What's been going on? We can talk about it. We can talk about it as much as we can talk about it. You kind of have like us versus YouTube. And we've always been negative with YouTube. YouTube's always been out to get our channel from the very beginning. I've always felt that way. I still feel that way. And yeah, YouTube is basically, they rule with an iron fist. They're very communist. So that's what's happened. You guys' memberships have got taken away. They're temporarily suspended. And so we'll give you the story. They're paused. And this is the story. So did you guys even catch? Do you guys remember us being on here? Was it Tuesday? We had a video and we were talking about how our Monday video with Isaiah Pacheco on the cover, being Beast Mode 2.0, was completely gone. People couldn't find it in their feeds. They couldn't find it anywhere. It was just flat gone. we're not going to get into tons and tons of numbers, but let's just put it this way. We'll go between 500 and 1,000 views per hour for the first few hours. That video literally had 200 views in about 6 hours. And me and Steve were like, what is going on? We just assumed YouTube messed something up. We thought about deleting the video and re-uploading it because we thought they messed something up. Whatever. Come to find out, I feel like it was getting shadow banned. Don't you, Steve? I feel like it was shadow banned. I feel like we're still shadow banned.
Like a live stream might be.
Like the live stream kind of is right now. If you've noticed, we can't tick over 106 where we've been averaging 300 to 400. And we also can't get the likes over 47, and we've been live for 15 minutes. But again, this is just the Iron Fist ruling here. But basically, so what happened is the next day we released another video, and that one did okay. So we felt like something odd was happening on Monday, like something was being done on Monday. Well, come to find out, Tuesday evening, me and Steve get an email, and they said, went out the same time your guys' email did. They paused your memberships. They turned off our channel's monetization. We're officially demonetized. They will not allow you guys to buy memberships. You cannot give memberships. You cannot send us super chats. You cannot send us super thanks. You cannot do anything to support our channel. The only thing you can do right now is watch, like. And if you want to support the channel, you can email allchiefedup@gmail.com. We can discuss ways that you can support the channel. That's all we can say. And then, because we can't even talk about it, basically. Like, the Iron Fist is ruling here. And so, yeah, that was one part of it. You can also support during merch. You can buy merch during this time because that's our own online store. So, by the way, if you were going to drop a 20 bomb or you were going to hand out 5 memberships, whatever, go buy yourself a t-shirt. I don't know. We don't get as much off of it, but I mean, at least you get something out of the deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Should we tell them why?
Yeah. Okay. So this is
let's talk about why.
This is the reasoning behind the demonetization. Okay. Reused content. They're saying that our podcast is being stolen from 2 other guys that look just like us that talk about the Chiefs and get on here and go live and talk with you guys about Chiefs football. They're saying that
we're directly taking their content from their YouTube channel and posting it on our YouTube channel.
So obviously this is a bot. This bot was triggered by a complete mistake. This is it. No, Jay, because they're not getting cut, Jay, they do get a cut.
They get a big cut.
Chiefer, we do have CA. We can't even say that on here. We do. If you email us, we can discuss ways to support. But yeah, that's the thing. They said that we're apparently we look like Pat McAfee or something. I don't know. Like, it's not Pat McAfee. That's not who they're saying. But here's the deal. They said reuse content.
It's all, here's the thing. Here's what we figured out. And we've always known this too. YouTube's very, it's like walking on eggshells at all time because it's run by AI. Like, not real people do not do anything. No. So, if there's a bunch of people that don't like what we're doing, say it's someone in the chat that we've made mad, or someone that we made mad on a video, or if it's a competitor that doesn't like that we're doing better than they are, or anything like that, they can just start reporting your channel. And then an AI, they'll send their little bots out to it, and they'll
start nitpicking. They'll nitpick. And so with us, reuse content. The only thing me and Steve could figure out that could be reuse content is that sometimes we'll show clips of Andy Reid in a press conference. Sometimes we'll show him a Mahomes pass. Sometimes we'll show him go behind the back at camp. That's basically it. That's it. And so we've had to delete every single short we've just about ever created. We've lost over 2 million views in the past 2 days that we worked very hard for. We hit our highest likes we hit our highest likes on videos last month. We hit our record number of views. Yeah. We hit over 1 million views last month. That number today went from 75,000 per day down to 16,000 today. They're taking everything from us. They have taken, we hit our biggest number of subscribers last month.
Right.
Today, we've lost 10.
So basically, the bots flag something.
The bots have
they
flagged
demonetize
us,
your channel. They say,
now we're shadow banned.
Oh, well, you can appeal it. Like, we can't do nothing about that, but you can appeal it. Just
so there we go. Yeah, we can say that we appealed it.
So we did our appeal, and without even watching the appeal, it was instantly denied.
It was denied
by another bot.
We submitted the appeal at midnight. We went to bed at 8:01 a.m. We had an email that said your appeal's been denied. They said you focused on a particular video, not on your channel. We literally spent 2 minutes talking, just like we are right now, and we said, "Hey guys, welcome to All Chiefed Up. We're a sports podcast. We cover the Chiefs. This is exactly what every video we have looks like." And they said that we were not general enough. Explain to me that one if you're not a bot. So, by the way, they rejected our appeal. And as it sits right now, we are demonetized. You guys will not get any of your memberships. You cannot support the channel in any way until January 1st. And that's if the bots decide to let us come back in there.
You can reapply on January.
You can reapply, which means it takes 30 days. So it will be, at best case scenario, February.
Yep. So basically what Mike's saying is YouTube's a very upstanding, ethical company that really, they'll definitely look into issues and make sure that everything's okay, and they will not take food off your table for your children. And they won't do that.
And you can talk to a human. I talked to a human today after 2 days. I talked to a human. I had to do it through Twitter. I had to contact them through Twitter. They DM'd me one time and said they're sorry to hear about my problem. They'll take a look into it. It's been 14 hours. I've not heard a word back. More than likely, he or she or it or whoever these days, they're going to walk over to a computer. They're going to type our name in and let the bot run the same thing again. And it's going to reject it again because
it's too much work to look at.
Because they're too lazy to click our channel and look at our page.
These two guys, and this is what they do. Yeah.
And so, look, people are speculating. Who is it? What was it? We don't know. Look, Chief Concerns, we love those guys. Jason Dunn.
Marcus Dash.
Yeah, Marcus Dash, man. I talked to Marcus on the phone just yesterday. He said they went through this, but they deleted their whole channel. Me and Steve are scared to death that we're on the radar now, and if people keep attacking, the bots are just going to turn that off too. And if they do, we're kind of screwed here because we have no way to get to you guys. No other content creator will touch us with a 10-foot pole if that happens. Like, they'll be scared to death. They're going to lose something. So they'll never do that and support us. They won't speak out against it.
Right. So
we're on our own, basically.
All of that being said,
it's ACU crew on its own right
here.
Right.
All of that being said, I see a lot of you guys in the chat talking about how can we help? How can we whatever? We will have ways for that. We're going to start a Patreon. That way we will have paid content. So if you guys want to go over there like once or twice a week and buy a piece of the content, like an extra video or something like that, we will get that. Buying merchandise. Like Mike said, we don't get like a big cut from merchandise, but it's still something. That's a way to do it. And we'll talk about more, but we also want to get an email list started with all of our members and everybody like that. That way, if something else stupid happens, we have a way of getting a hold of everybody and we can move this bad boy somewhere else that might not be as ridiculous. But
right.
It's kind of where we're at right now. So, like, not like a huge thing, but it's just very
okay,
petty and annoying. And
yeah, so apparently we're allowed to keep doing live streams like this. We're allowed to make videos, but we no longer get ad revenue. You can no longer support the channel. So basically, it's 40 plus hours again that we were this close. We were actually making plans to start making this full time after this season, and now we're completely demonetized till the season's over. They took football season from us, by the way. Congratulations, YouTube, on that. So we're right back. Guess what old Mike had to do today? I had to call up the ex-employer and get a job.
Another one.
So now we're back to another one.
Back to two jobs.
We just keep getting setback after setback. Somebody's been after the channel for a while. And again, nobody knows who it is. They won't tell us. They're not going to tell us. You don't even get to speak to a human. We were just told that they received some complaints from some prominent people. That's all the guy on the chat told me. I got to talk to a guy through chat, and he said that. And so that's where we're at. I don't know who it is. I don't know what it is. Again, Chief Concern said they think they got deleted because a bunch of Raiders fans turned them in and it got them flagged. That's possible. If you guys don't remember, we just had a bunch of Rams fans in here the other day we got rid of. Maybe they did
that seems like a long shot to me, though.
I think it's a long shot, too. I think it's somebody, and I'm not going to say names. We've got our suspicions on who we think it could be. We're not going to say it. You guys can speculate all you want. We can't confirm or deny anything. We think it's somebody, and they're a little irritated that we've built such a nice community here, and we've done it using $0 of our own money, and they don't like that. And the fact that we're not from Kansas City, we're from Kentucky, and they can't take that. And we're about to catch them on every platform. But it's cool, and I can't prove it, but that's it, and that's all we can really say, man. That's all we can really say, and cool. And we're gonna go on, and we just won't be able to do as much content as frequently. So we may drop a video a week, but like Steve said, maybe we get a Patreon going, and we'll put the video on Patreon then, like one extra video that way, or just something. But we just have to adjust some stuff now. So, I might be having to do some. I got to pick up an extra night shift thing now. So guess what? These 10 o'clock lives, 9 o'clock lives, they're probably out. We probably got to shift that up to like 7 p.m. in the afternoon or something. So we're just going to have to work around it for 3 months, and it's going to steal our whole football season. But you know what? Me and Steve are going to keep fighting harder. We're hard-headed. We're hard-headed. Yeah. We'll keep going, and we'll keep fighting it, and I know you guys are going to do it too.
Well, here's the thing. They can literally take the food out of our kids' mouths, but they cannot stop our channel from growing while we're still putting out videos. So we'll just keep growing over 3 months, and we'll do what we got to do.
Guess what? In 3 months,
we'll play their game. We'll jump through their hoops, and it'll be fun.
Right. And in 3 months, we'll still have more subscribers than everybody else. And minus Cole. I see somebody in the chat. Jay asked if it was Cole. It's not Cole. I would bet. I would be willing to bet almost anything that Cole
has done nothing but help us since we started.
We consider Cole a friend. He considers us a friend. Like after our live the other day, we sat on here and talked for 2.5 hours before we got off. Like we're friends with Cole. That's not it. We don't expect Cole though at any point to stick his neck out for us and dog YouTube either. So we're not asking that or you to hound Cole for that either. That's not it. Look, how you guys can do it. If you got social media, if you got Twitter, get over there and tag Team YouTube. That's a
really good. Is it just Team YouTube?
I think it's at Team YouTube. I think.
Find that. That's what I was going to say. If all of y'all can, even if you don't have a Twitter, if you want to make one, if you feel the need, as many people as we can get to hound at you, whatever the handle is. That could possibly get an actual human to look at something. But other than that, it's just going to be, stay in the course. Grinding like we always do.
Best case scenario, this person looks at it. It's called at Team YouTube. That's it. I actually messaged them today and they got back to me. So they do supposedly have somebody looking for it. Chief Concerns offered to start a Twitter campaign and help us out that way, but I got in touch with them, so I didn't feel like it was a big thing to go out and screw everybody's day and give them the sad story on us. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, nobody cares about this channel but us and you guys. Like, we'll put it that way. But yeah, so we're getting attacked. They're trying to shut us down. We're hoping that it doesn't affect the entire channel as a whole, but we feel like there's some shadow bans going. We feel like over the next few weeks, our videos are going to flop nonstop. They probably won't show them to you in your feed. So if you see them, click like, watch that sucker, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it anywhere you got, and just try to keep this channel growing, because that's the only way to stick it to YouTube and stick it to whoever did this, is to keep growing and pass everybody up anyway. Whether we make money from it or not, we don't care. We're here to make Chiefs football, or talk Chiefs football and talk with you guys. So we're not worried about the money. The money was just to help us feed our children, Steve's children.
Yeah.
My fictional children need some hot dogs.
They're kind of yours too.
Yeah, I see them enough.
Yep.
But that's about it.
That's enough of the old pity party.
Yeah,
because I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. So all you can do is move forward, and that's what we're going to do. But the thing about it is like we've always like really appreciated all of you guys, like all the members and everything like that, and everybody that hangs out with us live, watches all our videos, does everything. That's not going to change. We're still going to do as much content as we can. But like Mike said, we might shift some. I mean, if this platform doesn't want to cooperate, then we might have to shift it to another one. I mean, just however it's going to work for a while, just for the meantime. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's football season, so I'm not going to get down about anything.
Right.
We're literally, it's crazy that a quarter of the season's already over, by the way.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you.
Absolutely insane.
I think it's great. Like we just get football and stuff. But yeah, over the past few days, we've just been going through a lot. That's why we didn't jump on. I'm telling you, as soon as we seen that, man, our heart sank. That's years and hours and hours and hours and now you feel like you're on like some kind of weird watch list and just any time they can shut you down. So
well, they basically tell you that in the email as well.
Right. They're actually like, if you even talk about YouTube, we'll kill everyone. But yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's like a country in Europe. Can't even really say what it is, but that's what it's like. And but yeah. We've just, it's been a rough few days. We've kind of, technically, Steve, I was talking to you about it. I kind of checked out a little bit. Like for the first day, I was like, my God, like I didn't get on Twitter. I didn't even want to think about football because I was like, my God, we put our heart and soul into this for almost 2 years. At the end of this year will be 2 years. And like somebody that didn't like us because we could grow too fast caused a bot to come after us. Like how big of a puss move is that?
That's pretty bad. Hey. They're just slap nuts, man. It's all right. People that, if that's all they have time to do in their life is try to take other people down, then they'll get theirs.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. We're just going to keep talking about football. If we learn anything else, we'll let you guys know. I mean, it's possible somebody could be looking at it. That she said she was going to today. I'm assuming it was a she. They just seemed like they had very good grammar. They used punctuation a lot.
Is that how this is? Mike, are you being...
Yeah.
I don't know the word.
Like, guys just don't want to use punctuation. We ain't got time for it. Sometimes,
No, the whole thing's ridiculous, though. So you guys that seem kind of confused about it, completely understandable. We're pretty damn confused about it. So there's that. Just the fact that a video podcast of two guys talking, somehow we could, I don't know.
Somehow we could take somebody else.
However, we took our content from.
And by the way, if you guys noticed, we've stopped in our daily content. Like, it's not the fact that we pull stories and talk about them. None of that is it. It's strictly to do with video. So if you guys notice, we've stopped showing highlights. We don't show clips of anything.
Which shouldn't matter. I mean, if you guys know there's 90 million other channels that do
right, and everybody else does that. So technically, that's not it.
Yeah.
But we kind of stopped doing that anyway because it's a lot of editing work. It's a lot of editing work, and we feel like you guys are intelligent football fans. Like, you don't need flashy lights every 2 seconds for you guys to hold a football conversation. Like, we'll talk football like adults here. Like, we don't have to trick you with pictures.
Yeah, but, right. We don't have to change the screen every 2 seconds. Like, yeah.
Right. Like a kid's TV show.
Like Cocomelon.
Yeah, Cocomelon. Boy, that thing gives you, like, what's that thing called where, like, lights flash and, like, epilepsy?
Hey, real quick, before we move on, just to kind of put a bow on this and we could just move past it.
Yeah,
some of you guys are asking about your membership money. As far as how reimbursements work, they're pausing it until January, and then we could reapply. So if we reapply and they give it back to us in January, it'll just start right back up like it was. Okay. But if we reapply in January and the same bot says no, it looks like they'll
just kick it back to you.
You're still not who you say you are. You're still in some other two guys' stuff. After 120 days, so at the end of January, going into February, it'll refund your money, and then just shut it down. So that's kind of where we're at.
So, and we're at the point too. Before we stop talking about this, we're at the point though. Like, we're afraid that once we stick it out and do everything right, and this is the other thing, their guidelines and umbrellas of what you can and classify as reusable content, dude, you could have 15 lawyers and get 15 different answers. I don't even think YouTube knows it. It's basically what they can do to shut anything down they don't want. They even give you a list of things, like 10 different things. That's insane, by the way. We've learned that if you are deaf, if you're mute, or you just don't like to talk, like you just want to not talk, you can't have a YouTube channel. They will shut you down. Like, you cannot have a video that just shows pictures. You can't do it. They'll take it.
No captions.
But we've learned, okay, that's another thing too. They learned that they don't like text on videos. They do not count text on videos as content creation. If you don't say it, it doesn't count. Although 90% of people watch shorts with the sound down because they're at work or they're in bed, and they tell you to put closed captioning on. Go figure. But by the way, back to this. So we're thinking that in January, if we keep getting shadow banned all the way to January, and then the bot keeps denying us over and over and over, we'll probably shut the channel down. we'll probably come back with something different, but we may just come back and start from scratch. Because it's going to be no point in us putting in all of our work, and they won't remonetize us, and we just keep getting YouTube. By the way, YouTube can still put ads all over us, and they're just making all the money off of us for free. But yeah, so that's it. And if January comes around, worst case scenario, it sucks. But we're thinking about starting like a mailing list or something. That way, if something ever happens and they take the whole channel, at least we can be like, send out an email and be like, hey guys, we're going to start a new channel. We're going to do this. We're going to do that.
Yeah, well,
and
hopefully we don't get to that point. But yeah, just keep your eyes out for like community posts and stuff like that. And we'll kind of, I guess going forward, like if we start a Patreon or something like that, you'll know where to go. Just keep your eyes out for all that. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So now you know why you don't have any cool emojis anymore.
Colleen, can you make a backup now?
No.
Strictly against YouTube policy.
If we were to make another channel and try to
just say, hey guys,
they will delete both.
Yeah, so we already thought of that. We were like, look, let's do a secondary channel and just have all of our subscribers go ahead and subscribe to it. And that way, if something happens to our channel, you guys will know where we're at. That is strictly against rules. But then again, Steve, is it as long as you don't try to monetize it?
Who cares?
I don't care. Yeah,
I don't care.
I mean, YouTube's annoying. Like what we've learned is we could just keep doing this over and over and over, and YouTube's gonna put a bot after you, and they don't care. They don't care about your channel. They don't care about anything but themselves. They don't even want to do their own jobs. They got bots doing it, and so they're just it's a monopoly with no competition, and they'll do what they want, and they don't care. So that's the way it is. So that's basically it, guys, and that's all we can say. And we'll update you when we know updates, but otherwise we're not focusing on it anymore because we can't control it. It's not in our hands anymore. All we can do is make good content and keep talking football with you guys. And if we go broke doing it, then F it. We're going broke. I'll be under a bridge in Louisville. Somebody come help your boy. That's what I'm saying. Somebody come help your boy.
All right, well.
Bring me a McDonald's.
Let's talk about some Chiefs football coming up. So they're playing the Vikings on Sunday. Is it a 4:25 game?
Man, I don't even know. I feel like it's a late game. Yeah, I think it's a 4 o'clock-ish.
Man.
It's a 4 o'clock-ish.
There's not any 12 games left, I don't think, except for Christmas.
I don't mind the 4 o'clock ones. Those are better than the prime times, dude. The prime times, we don't get in bed till like 3 in the morning on those. What are you reading?
I was reading a comment from Andrew. He said, if you start a Patreon, the answer is yes. Start a Patreon immediately. Oh, yeah, that's definitely something we're going to be working on.
We're thinking about it. Like, we've never really done it, so we're just kind of looking into it, seeing what to do. We were thinking about, because if you guys noticed, tonight was the first Thursday of the month. This was supposed to be members only, and you guys were supposed to be getting something for free. Guess who couldn't have a members only? So, yeah, that got scratched. We can't do our members only predictions on Sunday.
And you know what really sucks is we can't give things away.
Yeah, we can't do anything.
Like, I guess we could, but I mean, yeah, no, that ain't happening. Yeah, so whatever. Yeah, we'll get a Patreon start. We'll get all that going. Like I said, just be on the lookout for like community posts and things like that going forward. We'll figure this thing out.
Chief Kelsey says Rumble. I've been to Rumble like 2 or 3 times, and I tell you, I see more ads on there in about 3 seconds than I ever want to look at.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty rough.
I don't think anybody even watches.
I think we'll just keep doing YouTube and we'll do Patreon or something like that. That way, we can try to supplement for 3 months what we would normally. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to be able to match that. Like, we're definitely going to have a tough 3 months, especially the holiday season. So that's cool too. Thanks, YouTube.
Hey, they don't care.
Yeah,
their bot has no feelings.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we'll make it work though. But yeah, back to the game. Is there anything about this game that you're looking forward to, Mike, as far as matchups or anything like that? I know normally we would do our video on Sunday with predictions and things like that, but from now on, I guess we'll just kind of talk it out. But personally, I don't feel like this should be a big deal. To me, it's like a game. Every game's tougher than it should be, right? I mean, we all saw what happened with the Jets game. Mike knew it was coming, but.
Did I?
Shut up.
Did I? Did some man. Dude, it's just all those years paying off of just knowing that the Chiefs are always going to flop in prime time and against bad teams. They'll play down to their level. Haven't we always learned that? The Chiefs play down to their opponents so hard.
Right. Well, this team, like,
but is it that, or is it just that teams come up on us?
The Vikings haven't been good. The Vikings have not been good this year, but we do know their offense is a decent offense.
So are we going to go down to their level, or are they going to come up to ours? Which one is it?
They'll definitely come up to our level somewhat.
And then we'll slack to theirs, and then it's going to be a tough one.
But like you said earlier, they don't have a greatest defense right now. Also, they've one of their defensive backs have been talking trash about Kelsey and how he's going to make him mad by talking about Taylor Swift. I hate when people start all this stuff. Like, why are you running your mouth? What are they, 1-3?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Look, they're 1-3. They've scored 90 points of offense this year. That's dead middle. They're 16th. They've allowed 95 points. So that's 19. So they're still sitting almost dead middle. So they're just a middle of the road team. They're 1-3. They're better than 1-3. They're probably a 2-2 team. They're dead freaking middle. But look, they're 8th overall as a team grade. So they're not a bad team. They're just not winning the game. They're just not putting enough points on the board when the clock runs out, basically. They're 5th in the league in offense, 14th in the league from PFF and defense. So it's a solid team. I mean, it's a solid team. I think right now PFF has us favored by 4.5 points, and I think Vegas has us by 3.5. So everybody's projecting a really close one.
Well, I mean, would you do anything different after watching the Chiefs play the last few weeks?
No, Kirk Cousins is solid. I'm still watching. I'm still watching quarterback.
Mike, just stop talking about it. You're the only person in the history of the world.
Episode, bro. Don't finish it. Don't tell me if the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. I can't have this spoiled. By the way, though, I'm still watching it. Kirk, he's a good guy. He's got a good tackle blocking for him too. I just seen a stat where against the blitz this year, Kirk Cousins 36 for 52, so almost 70% passing, 357 yards, 7 touchdowns, first in the league. No interceptions and 128 passer rating against the blitz. So does that maybe make Spags not blitz so much on Sunday? Does the Spags say, And then are we going to play more zone or more man-to-man? Which one do you think they would call?
I think we need to man up more for sure.
We definitely need to man up.
But yeah, all that too. But no, man, I don't know. I don't think anything's going to ever deter Spags from blitzing somewhat, even though they didn't blitz much. Against the Jets.
Bro, I barely have time to breathe. I cannot watch Netflix. But I'm trying. Back to the Vikings a little bit. Did you know Christian Darrisaw was graded at last week against the Panthers at an 88.3? Was that against Brian Burns in 88.3? Or is Burns injured right now?
I don't know.
I'm curious, but he was second on the team in all PFF grade, and he was second in the NFL in tackle grades. So again, good quality tackle. Kirk Cousins beats the blitz, and Jay Jett is a beast. Snead's gonna have his little hands full. He better hope that knee is good.
That's a terrible match. That's a terrible matchup, isn't it? Well, it's not terrible, but it's kind of scary for us.
Yeah. Do you trust Snead at all, though? Do you really just think Snead's going to get lit up for 200 yards like what Jamar Chase did to us that time, or no?
No, and the reason why is just go back. I mean, he did decent with Calvin Ridley, even though Calvin Ridley's not in the same stratosphere as Justin Jefferson. But, I mean, I think he'll be fine. But Snead does, let up a lot of catches. He does, and that's just the truth of the matter. I wonder if we'll see McDuffie on him a little bit as well. I don't know if they'll have Snead on him 100%, like shadowing, or if it might go back and forth a little bit. I don't know. Either way, I do have faith in our defense. Our defense has still looked pretty good. Even in this last game against the Jets, I felt like the defense looked decent. And what?
I'm trying to find a stat, and I'm finding even more weird things.
No, but I think the defense even looked decent against the Jets. It's just like there was at least one drive where there was just nothing that could be done. We played solid defense, and Zach Wilson was just dropping dimes. And, that just shows you the Chiefs' luck sometimes, too, because when's the last time that happened?
Right. I thought Zach Wilson actually played a good game.
Yeah,
I'm getting ready to make a short about this, actually. I don't know when I'll release it. I've got a few shorts I'm making. But the short is about Chris Jones and Rodney Harrison trying to get Chris Jones to say Zach Wilson is trash. And, he's just on their dog.
Yeah.
What a bad look.
Saw that. Everybody saw that.
What a horrible look was that for Rodney Harrison.
That was stupid.
He was trying to demean Zach Wilson to make the Chiefs look worse than they were. That's what it was.
Basically.
He didn't want anybody to have, and I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like Zach Wilson sets the world on fire, but we all know that Zach Wilson's capable. He just has to figure it out, and I think he's just been in a bad spot, but whatever.
It is what it is, man. Yeah, that was dumb, though. I do respect to Chris Jones for how he handled that. By the way.
That's my thing. That's what my short's going to focus on was, do you side with Chris Jones being a man, or do you like Haley, not Haley, what'd I say, Haley? Rodney Harrison. What's his name?
I don't know.
Rodney Harrison?
Somebody, I see, that's how much I even care. I don't even know his name.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I think it was Rodney Harrison.
Have a good one, Richie.
Safety.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was on there talking trash. Oh, sorry. I said Haley because I'm trying to find her because she had released a stat. So I was typing her name in my brain and said the exact same thing.
Yeah, you kind of lost me there for a little bit. I was like, Mike's off in his own world.
No, Haley. Okay, so I found her Twitter, and she had posted this stat from Next Gen, ESPN. And they said L'Jarius Sneed, according to ESPN's Next Gen stats, has allowed fewer than half of his targets to be caught this season, only 48%. That's a big improvement if that's true, because Sneed usually gives up the most catches in all of football every year. Like, and that's not us talking trash.
That's
like,
true.
he really does that. Yeah,
that's true. It's a real stat.
So I'm kind of curious, is Sneed better this year, or is people just not throwing to him as much? I don't know. She said that he's third in completion percentage allowed at only 48%. His target EPA is -14, third in the NFL. And Sneed, as a nearest defender, coverage success rate is 72%, third in the NFL. So he's coverage percentage is third in the NFL, Sneed. Which means he's progressing in the right way, we said.
Yeah,
if he wants to have a big contract, this is what he's got to do, right?
Well, I mean, what was hurting him earlier in the year, though, it wasn't even really his coverage. It was more of his tackling. Like, that's what we talked about earlier in the year is he's just missing tackles. Like, I think he had 4 missed tackles in the first 2 games, or it might have been more than that. Maybe it was 6. I don't know. It was some astronomical number in the first couple of weeks. But no, he'll be just fine. I'm not too worried about that. Like I said, I have faith in the defense. Even like Justin Jefferson's the best in the business.
Right.
So he's going to get his somewhat. But I think that our defense is good enough to slow down the Vikings. And then, like you said, their defense is nothing amazing. So maybe our offense can get rolling a little bit. And finally, I mean, they've got to find their stride, man, like figure out what they're doing. Because right now they still just kind of look lost at times.
Right. A few people in the chat are talking a little bit about what we were talking about earlier and everything. So I just wanted to kind of address this. This is Cobra Kai too, for real. Cobra Kai has helped us try to grow this channel. He gives away membership after membership after membership. And this is one of the first things me and Steve talked about was like, you kind of just went after, you let Cobra Kai put up money on YouTube to help, and then they kind of just swindled everybody, didn't they?
Right.
YouTube is a complete sham, by the way. And we're probably going to, I bet the channel's deleted now. But you know what? Sometimes principle's more important than kissing ass sometimes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of it. Like, honestly, it's stupid. You don't go from, and by the way, if anything was going wrong, they're supposed to throw up copyright strikes. We've never received a copyright strike, have we, Steve? We've got a copyright warning, and we've taken care of it immediately. We've took care of it. We don't do it, and that's why we stopped doing stuff like that. But listen to this. The reusable content that they got us with, they don't warn you.
Yes, Kelly. At least that, by the way.
Yeah. There's no warning. So I asked, I said, what video or videos are you talking about? We can't tell you. I was like, well, how am I supposed to correct the problem? You got to go read the guidelines. I said the guidelines are open for interpretation, and after 5 guidelines of what you can and can't do, it plainly says in small print, these are not limited to other guidelines that we're just not even going to show you. So we don't know. We don't know what's wrong, and I don't think there's anything wrong. I just think there's a bot glitching, and they're not going to look into it.
Well, I mean, like I said earlier, it's literally me and you talking, Mike. How are we going to steal our content? It's pretty obvious. If anyone would take 2 seconds to look at it like a real human.
Right. And by stealing content, they're not saying like, oh, well, you guys said the same thing as Daniel Harms the other day, or like that doesn't matter because we're all Chiefs. Like we're all gonna say this stuff.
No, the reusable content is you take the content straight from another channel.
Right. They're
and post
saying
it onto yours.
They're saying that what we're saying right now, we are literally funneling it in like Wayne's World out of a basement in Peoria, and we're putting it on your screen. I have no idea what they're smoking over in California.
Like Cindy says, every channel reuses content.
100%.
Yeah, because you're a football channel, so yeah, sometimes we'll bring a play up or talk about it. Have you guys ever been on any other football channel that I would say most of you guys watch the other Chiefs YouTubers at least? Who out of all the channels uses the least amount of footage? I mean, we hardly ever put up clips or anything like that.
Maybe on lives we'll show like plays or something, but
that's perfectly fine though. That's 100%
fine.
within the guidelines. So
yeah, and then Lego says go read the guidelines and figure it out. Should we bring up the guidelines and read them so you guys can see how stupid this is? I don't know how to even read. Like, it's so interpretative. I don't even think they know what the guidelines are.
Is that even a word?
I don't even know. I'm making it up. But by the way, I don't even think they know what they are, and that's why they won't help you. Because I believe it's just like in the NFL. Officials can call some plays whatever they want. You can't challenge it. We wasn't allowed to challenge it.
Right.
We got a bot challenge. So yeah, it's... And the funny thing is, the goat farm channels that record ESPN and turn the video sideways, they're all still cool to go. They're not stealing that from Pat McAfee and ESPN.
Yeah.
But me and Steve over here, we're Nick Wright. Apparently, Steve's Nick Wright in drag. Look at him.
What?
Look at him.
Am I a woman version of Nick Wright? Is that what you just said?
No, he's a woman version of you.
Oh.
Wait, I said it backwards. Poor Nicky. Nicky
Nick.
Wright. But I'll tell you, it really don't matter. It's just but to say what I was going to say originally about Cobra Kai, like people like Cobra Kai, everybody, dude, all you guys have like donated and helped us grow and different things like that. And this is annoying. And like I said, YouTube went from 0 to 100. They didn't have the care for somebody that's helped their platform, that's give them lots of money on their platform.
Like I said earlier, they're very ethical at YouTube.
Right. So they didn't say, hey, guys, here's a warning. You have this, this, and this. Our bots are triggering it. Do you care to delete it? Oh, by the way, it may have been a short. You monetize shorts. You guys want to know what a monetization is on a short, by the way? I'm just going to tell you. I don't care if YouTube likes it or not.
Guess how much money you make from 1 million views on a short?
We have a short with 1 million views. It's made less than $30. So they are going to
they will take.
Right. But the funny thing is if you have 10 million views, okay, that's reasonably like $200. They're going to shut down the entire channel and steal money from Cobra Kai and everybody else over $20 on shorts. By the way, if you'd have told me what shorts it was that was in question, even if I didn't agree with it or not, I'd have just said, hey, cool, don't demonetize me. I'll give you the money back and let's roll. I'll delete it. But you know what we had to do? They wouldn't tell us what shorts are bad or what shorts are good or what content was good and what content. We had to go through and delete everything we've ever posted, guys. Like we literally lost 5 million views yesterday.
Yep.
We've got like 20 shorts available out of like our 300. Because we don't know what's wrong and what's not, so you might as well be safe. This is insane. It's just insane, dude. But
Mike's not mad about it or anything, though.
It's not about being mad. I'm mad for other people like Cobra Kai in a way. Like I said, I told you today, Steve. I said, look, we did this for 6, 7, 8 months. We started it because we like talking Chiefs, and we're going to continue to talk Chiefs. And we never made any money at the beginning. We're not going to make money for 3 months. Who cares? We're going to have a lot of good content, and as long as they don't suppress us, as long as they don't hide our content, as long as they don't shadow ban us, then we'll continue to grow. And once this 3 months is over, we're still going to be bigger than most channels out there. And once we get our memberships back, we're going to go from 200 members to 400 members, and we're going to recoup everything we lost within a month and a half. And we're going to tell everybody to suck it. And by the way, that's a perfect time for me to give them the suck it. YouTube, here we go.
Suck it! Suck it! We got 2 words for you! Suck it!
Suck it. I just had to get that one going. But yeah, I'm more, it's not mad. It's disappointment and it's anxiety. Like I'm just not saying this to say it, but Steve, me and you put a lot of time into this, dude.
Yeah, a lot. It's literally like
for your
basically
guys
life
to just
is
know,
like our lives are like consist of work, this, try to get some sleep,
here's
and
the
then back
thing.
to this, then back to work. It's a full-time job, 100%.
So they said that you're not creating content. I'm going to put it in perspective today. We don't have editors. We can't afford editors. We don't have the best cameras in the world. We don't have licensing to get all this stuff or whatever, like the Pat McAfee's of the world. By the way, he's paying ESPN like millions and millions of dollars to be able to show NFL footage. Like, we can't afford that. Come on. But yeah, so just to put in perspective, I'm releasing a short tomorrow. I'm releasing a short on Saturday. I may be releasing 2 tomorrow, by the way. 3 shorts I made today, Steve. 1-minute pieces of content. And by the way, it wasn't even a full minute. There were 45 seconds a piece. So about 2 minutes of content. I literally edited, recorded, done closed captioning, done everything for it. I was 5.5 hours today on 45-second pieces of content.
Yeah.
And that's with me working. That's with me doing everything. And that's just a little snippet of what we do. And I'm just saying, when we say it's time consuming, it is. Every short we put out takes about 2 hours to create because we don't have help. So
every bit of it.
And YouTube don't care.
Yeah.
YouTube don't care.
It doesn't matter.
They just said we took it from somebody.
Nobody cares.
Who made the short today that I went and jacked and I took 2 hours to put it on my phone? Bunch of chooches. Good Lord.
My favorite thing about the whole thing is thinking that there's 2 guys out there that look exactly like us with the same names.
I love it, dude.
And they're like, oh, they're just stealing stuff off of that person's channel.
Well, here's my thing. Again, I'm not against saying that maybe we did something wrong. Again, that's such a big umbrella. Maybe it could be interpreted. Maybe we read something wrong. Maybe we actually did something wrong. But why don't they have the audacity to come to you and be like, hey, guys, this is wrong. You've never had any problems. Do you mind correcting it? You can delete it. That's completely fine. Just delete that for me, and we're good. Or, by the way, it also made $8 on YouTube Shorts. Do you care to give that $8 back? No, bro. I'll give you 10. Keep the change. But that's what I'm saying. They didn't even ask. So when you don't ask and you don't want a resolution like that to a channel that helps you, you don't care about us. So YouTube doesn't care about its content creators. They don't give a rat's ass about us, and they can boot us at any time. And that's why
I think it's always been that way, right?
Right. And I'm afraid they're going to take the whole channel from us, and we're going to lose contact with you guys. And so that's why I'm thinking about doing a Patreon. We're thinking about doing a mailing list, and we'll figure something out. But I don't want to focus on the negative till it happens. If it happens, it happens. Forget it. I'll write you guys an individual letter. I'll handwrite a letter to you guys. I don't know, but yeah, Kelly, you're right. We're basically negotiating with a bot. When I screenshotted
it's like
that we were
talking to
rejected,
the wall. It's like talking to the wall. Yeah.
I screenshotted that we were rejected at 8:01 a.m. And then at 10 p.m. last night, I went to our YouTube studio, which shows us how many views we get in a day. And our appeal video was sitting at the goose egg. It's not even been watched one time. But we lost our video appeal. So explain that one. Did you watch it? No. I don't know, man.
It'll be all right.
It don't matter, though.
So, yeah.
Have we raged enough though? Are we getting it out of our
you
system
have raged
a little bit?
enough. You have definitely raged enough.
It's frustrating for everybody.
Yeah. If you are just getting here, just go back and watch the beginning so we don't have to rehash everything. Not trying to be like that, but we've talked about it quite a bit.
No, I see David. He said, can we rejoin? David, here, I'll just start from the beginning for David. Here we go. No, I'm joking. Could you imagine 2 more hours of rage?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, let's talk about football. Let's talk about the football game. We're Chiefs channel. Should we talk about the Chiefs?
Hey man, we've been talking about it a lot actually. I thought we've talked about it more than I thought we were going to, considering we've been pulling out some nice stats, talking a little bit of. Do you think the rushing game's a problem? I mean, they don't have anybody, right? Alexander Madison? Is that it?
Sure. Who went and got Myles Gaskin? Was it them? Hold on, let me look. Somebody was desperate.
They got Cam Akers. They traded. Yeah, they do get Myles Gaskin. So why is their run game so bad? Alexander Madison, Cam Akers, who's not horrible. Myles Gaskin's not too bad, but they even drafted Dwayne McBride out of UAB, and I remember he was supposed to be pretty good coming out of college. It's crazy, man. It really is. It's nuts.
Yeah, they're a weird team, right? Like they were really good last year. They had a really good record. It seems like normally the Vikings do pretty well, but like this season, it's like they did. What changed? Like the defense, did they lose? I mean, obviously they lost Dalvin Cook on the offense, but like, let's be honest here.
I feel like their corners are a little different.
Yeah, like something's not there. All I know is it should be a win for the Chiefs.
Right.
Well, look, the thing.
Justin Jefferson's probably going to be going up against Snead. We've talked about that. So I was like, oh, does that mean McDuff is the Warden going to have to face off against Jordan Addison all day, the rookie, Jordan Addison? No. It says he runs 124 this year snaps out of the wide position and only 39 out of the slot. So he don't even run from the slot. So who is their slot receiver? It's not In-Kill Harry. There's no way they got that guy being a slot
surely
receiver.
Not.
Is it KJ Osborne? Might be KJ Osborne.
He's decent.
Oh, he's ran 103 out of the slot and 127 out of wide. So they're kind of like the Chiefs offense. They kind of like go all over the place. So you never know who they're going to match up. But it does look like KJ Osborne might play more slot than the other guys.
So I know they're 1-3, but can we look at who they've played? That's kind of what I'm interested in, to see how they matched up.
Yeah.
The first game of the season, they lost to Tampa Bay. They lost to the Eagles. They lost to the Chargers, and they finally won a game against Carolina.
3 points to Tampa Bay. That's not a big loss.
No.
Less than a touchdown. Less than a touchdown to the Eagles at Philly. That's
still,
not bad.
They're still a good team. They're still
the Chargers, 28-24. They should have beat the Chargers that day.
Well, I'm
right?
surprised Brandon Staley.
Do something stupid?
I'm surprised he didn't find a way to screw it up. Right?
He did. He did something really stupid, and he got away with it.
Probably.
Like if I remember it correctly.
Yeah, he always does something stupid. He's a terrible coach.
So here's what they got on the line. They've got Daniil Hunter. They went out and grabbed Davenport, the defensive tackle from the Saints.
The one that a lot of people speculated the Chiefs might look at.
Yeah, we hadn't even mentioned that. Their corner, Byron Murphy, if you remember him out of Washington in 2019, he's been getting torched. He's the 94th rated corner out of 107. He's got a PFF grade of 48. Their slot, or their nickel guy that covers the slot, he's not bad. His name's Metellus. He's a 77.6. He's 13th out of all slots. And then Evans is 41st out of 107. Your
mother's a slot.
Yeah, your mother's a slot. But I'll say this. They're okay, so their defensive end, their left defensive end and their Davenport, they both play the left side. Hunter and Davenport, they play primarily on the left side. They're both rated in the green. The other poor guy that plays at the bottom, a defensive tackle with him, Jones, is the dead last rated interior defensive lineman in the football. He's 112 out of 112. So Joe Tooney ought to have a day. We ought to be able to just put Pacheco and double team this guy into oblivion. Oh, they got Ivan Pace, by the way.
Yeah.
Remember him coming out of Cincinnati?
Yep.
We actually liked him. We thought he was insane, dude. We were like, that dude can be blitzed from everywhere.
Mike, look, Cobra Kai Ty's just like you. He's like, talking about football is hard right now.
It is, man. I was sick yesterday. I only ate one meal, ate 2 tacos. I went to eat Mexican food, Steve, and I couldn't even eat it, man. I felt sick. I ate 2 tacos, and I was like, my God, I just don't want to eat. I don't want to be here.
Like you said, it's just like a...
disheartening, man.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of work goes into it for it to, you know... It's like when you know that they can just like snap their fingers for no reason.
That's the thing, because it's like it's the scary to it. Like we could just be talking right now, and that bot could be like, "Oh my God, reused content from Russia, Russian bots." Like, what is going on? Like, I thought we were America.
So, well, let's go ahead. And, since everybody's having a therapy session anyway, as far as the game goes, we're going to get way into the game.
Oh yeah,
and we'll record a video. We'll do the full podcast on that, and make sure you guys get to hear in depth kind of what we're thinking about with the matchup with the Vikings. But for now, a lot of people are just wondering what, I keep seeing in the chat, like what they can do, what y'all can do to help. So let's just cover that real quick. Number 1, Mike, put in the chat what the tag is that they need to be tagging on X or Twitter.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay.
So it's going to be at Team YouTube.
At Team YouTube. Go on your X account, your Twitter account.
On X.
Get over there. If you don't have one, make one. Don't take too long. And literally just tweet at them. At
constantly.
Team
Look,
yeah.
just tag us and say, look, these guys are a legit channel. They do legit football content.
Content.
We're not AI generated. We're not stealing content. We are legit, and they are they're stealing people's money. They're stealing your money from your memberships. They're stealing our money. And technically they say you can get reimbursed on it.
Don't cuss at them. Like Chiefer said, don't cuss at them.
Don't cuss at them. Ask them nicely and firmly and tell them they're a bunch of slap nuts.
Persistence is the key, right? Like one angry message will not do you any good, but if you send them like a million normal messages.
We should all just make a time. Tomorrow between the hours of 8 and 4, I'm going to get online and we're just going to hound them all day long. And if you guys want to join me, let's go.
Heck, if you want to start right now, just keep it going.
Let's just keep it going.
So yeah, that's number one way. Number two, just email us. Literally take 2 seconds, email us allchievedup@gmail.com. And
right here.
Yeah. We'll let you know different ways.
There may be phone, like those little things you click on your phone that you can, support people with.
What are you talking about?
That we can't talk about on here?
You lost me, bro.
No, these little things on your phone. You know what I mean? Like, here, let me show you. Look. Oh, I accidentally opened this app, but I accidentally opened that. But that, yeah, like that. Like, so if you just those, yeah. Like, so if you've got apps on your phone, like Whataburger right there. Yeah, so like if you got Whataburger, reach out to allchievedup@gmail.com and we'll talk about Whataburger.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, we'll do that. And then also, like I said, keep an eye out. So that's the main two things right now, right? Like if you want to help, just the main thing, just really blow them up on Twitter. That'll help big time. Just if you do it 10 times, do it 10 more times later on. And then also, yeah, dude, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
We don't know. This is why this is insane.
But yeah, blow them up. And then secondly, just keep an eye out because, like I said, we'll make a Patreon. We'll have that up. Also, I want to get an email list started, like Mike said, in case things escalate or get dumber. At least we'll have a way to get a hold of you guys and keep this ball rolling. But yeah, I mean, I understand people like Ty and people. All of you guys have been supporting the channel since day one almost. So
right.
Totally understand the frustration. Trust me.
Just know too, it's not all in vain, because once we do get our monetization back, all those members come back. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that continues. So it's just pause, which means like when we talk, you guys can't send us support monetarily and you can't use your stuff. Maybe we should figure out a way I wish you could figure out a way. Johnny Cash Apple's got a question. What's your question, Johnny Cash Apple?
That's great. No, we appreciate the support, guys, though. Like I said, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating for us as well. And it makes you feel a little bit better that there's, we have such a good support system too. We've got an awesome community building up. That's the main thing. Like everybody's awesome. So we'll keep grinding.
We're still doing videos. We're still going to do shorts. We're still going to do lives. The only difference is we don't get to make their ad money. They get to take all of it.
It just makes our life harder, basically. Like
they get to take all the ad money that you have to watch.
The time that we have to work on content is now split in half, essentially.
Right. So we were trying to do 4 or 5 videos a week, 2 lives. We were doing 4 and 5 shorts a week
with extra stuff.
That may now start getting cut just a little bit. And just know if it is, it's not because we don't like you guys. It's not because we lost interest. It's not because we're just doom and gloom and we've given up on life. It's just because we physically are running out of time. Like if you can't do this full time and you can't get paid for it, like they're really strapping us here. Like they know how to come at you. Again, this all could have been solved by just saying, "Hey guys, this and this was wrong."
Or just having a human being look at it.
Right. Or just have a civil conversation, for Christ's sakes. I mean, that could have worked.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that when you can just not work but get paid for it? That's my point. Like somebody somewhere probably gets paid to do this stuff, and they just literally
no
don't
doubt.
do it, right?
Well, like I said, they're probably like the lady today, because I'm calling her the lady. She was probably like, "Oh, sir, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll look into it for you." And she probably opened up a program on a computer and put in our username and hit enter, and the bot run the search again for the 15th time.
And then she closed her computer and started back on Netflix.
And then went to lunch for the 4th time.
Right.
That's what they do in Silicon Valley. That's what they do. They don't know the value. California, Silicon Valley does not know the value of hard work of us Midwestern folk. And we're going to outwork them. We're going to continue to outwork them. And I see a lot of you guys in there throwing around names.
Like I'm so glad I didn't bet on the Redskins, the Commanders, to win this game.
Call them the Redskins. Who cares?
I mean, that's the real name, right?
Didn't they sue? They're trying to sue to get it back.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Like a specific.
Right.
Like, yeah.
But yeah, Brian Parrott, you don't have to go to Harrison Graham's house and throw things at him.
I don't think it's Harrison.
I honestly don't. This is why. There's certain people like Cole. Somebody threw out the name. Do you guys think it was RGR and Ryan? No. I don't think Ryan and Daniel Harms give two flips what me and Steve do. I think that they're older. Like, you're not calling them old, like geezers or nothing, but they're just older guys.
Their channel has been around longer.
Their channel's been around a lot. I don't think they feel threatened. They do what they do, and we've talked to them. We've had both of them on the show. I don't think they would do it. It's not Cole. It's 1,000%. I don't think Cole. Why does he have to do it? He's got 180,000 subs to our. We just now hit 14. Cole doesn't care. Cole owns YouTube. By the way, we should probably just go to Cole and see if he'll get us back in.
Cole helped us build.
Right.
And helped us just to pull the rug out from under you.
Even Chat Sports, for that matter, I think they're a little big to even worry about us. They probably don't even care. I don't know who it is. Like I said, there may not be. You would think one or two people didn't have enough pull to be able to shut down a whole channel, right? But see, that's the thing. You don't really have to get them to shut it down. You just kind of report everything over and over and over, and finally a bot's going to click and be like,
out there. Put the speed bump.
Right, it puts the speed bump. And what they may have done by accident, they may have actually won if this keeps the bots on our side and keeps the monetization off and keeps them suppressing our channel, and then maybe they delete it because we called them.
It doesn't matter. They're
Eastern
all slap
European.
nuts. They're all slap nuts. No one cares. All I know is we got the ACU crew. Maybe we should rename them the ACU Army, and we can we can all band together and build this thing up even bigger than it is. And then by the time the new year rolls around, and by the time we're playing in the Super Bowl, getting ready to go back to back, this thing will be humming right along, like the Chiefs' offense.
Yeah, hopefully. Hey, I think there's going to be it's not a get-right game, but I think Mahomes and the offense will move the ball this week pretty easily. I think he'll beat those DBs. I could be wrong, but I don't have – I felt the Jets' defense was a lot more sturdy. We'll put it that way.
The defense is more sturdy?
The Jets, for sure, over the Vikes. So I think we'll be able to move the ball in the Vikings. I think Kadarius Toney's going to have a good day. I'm going to say Kadarius Toney gets in the end zone. No, I don't know. That might be pushing it.
Dude, I just don't understand. Like, as much as he brought to our offense at the end of last season, it just mind boggles me that he's been completely non-existent this year. And when we did see him, it was because he was screwing it up. Like, the only reason why you really noticed Kadarius Toney even in week 1 is because he handed the Lions the game on a silver platter in front of everybody.
He was doing okay in Jacksonville.
We all thought we were going to get a Chiefs win to start the season out and be all happy. And Kadarius Toney looked right at us and said, nay, here, y'all have this. Take this.
He said, by the way, I'm going to stump my toe next week. I'm going to stump my toe, and I'm not even going to play. The toe.
What if he really was just like
the dreaded toe?
What if Kadarius Toney really did just look at weird little ways just to be annoying to Chiefs fans all the time?
Yeah, he's like, man, my stomach hurts. I got a stomach ache. I can't play on Sunday. If Kadarius sits out over a stomach
Cindy,
ache,
there's no name change. Don't worry, Cindy. Got the ACU crew shirt. Yeah, that's for those of you that weren't here earlier. This came in the mail. So this will be going out to who won the shirt. Daggone it.
I always forget.
I have it written down. Sorry. Anyway, you're getting your shirt. And then we got the hats. Brian Parrott, Mr. BP himself's got his hat. Yogi, and there was one more. Or maybe that was Pops. They'll be coming out to you soon. Yeah, but appreciate you guys that do buy merchandise. That's always a way to support the channel right there. Our store, just merch.allchiefedup.com will take you there. That's one way to support. And there'll be more. There'll be more. Keep your eyes out.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm glad we got to tell you all some things. Like I wish we could tell you more, but we don't know anymore, to be honest. So I'm getting tired of talking about it, Steve. It's like the 5 stages of grief.
Tired. I'm more tired of talking about that than I am Taylor Swift. Like we could talk about Taylor Swift right now, and I would be okay with it because I'm so tired of this crap. Like we've been dealing with this for so much for the last 48 hours. Hey, turn on the daggone Red album or whatever it's called. I don't know. 1989. Let's listen to it.
Before we go, because we're getting ready to bail out here, because it's getting kind of late there where you guys are. It's pushing 11:15 our time. Did you see how many times they showed Taylor Swift in the booth at the game the other night with the Jets? They released how many times they did it. You want to take a guess?
How many times they showed her in the booth?
Yeah.
Over the entire broadcast?
Yeah.
Let me guess. Let me take a guess.
Okay.
9.
17.
Oh, I thought it was going to be lower than I thought you were trying to trick me there.
Travis Kelce even said on the podcast, New Heights, he was like, dude, they're overdoing it.
Well, yeah,
I mean, they are in a way, but whatever.
But Jason Kelce made a good point too. The NFL is not used to the celebrities being there other than the Super Bowl. Like the NBA, they always have celebrities right down there on courtside constantly.
Man, we have Paul Rudd. Come on, we got freaking Ant-Man, bro.
I also saw a rumor that Taylor Swift is going to be in the next Marvel movie. I saw that rumor, and that's why she was hanging out with
and
Ryan
they were supposed
Reynolds
to do something with the trailers and stuff. They're supposed to be showing it for free or something. I don't know. There's a lot of rumors, and to be honest, I don't care. Let's not talk
What could
about
she be?
those.
What could she be? Just real quick before we move on, what character could she play in a Marvel movie?
Zeus? Zeus's wife? Who knows, man?
Mrs. Zeus.
Mrs. Zeus. She plays the disgruntled lover that writes music.
Man, the Kelce album is going to be the greatest of all time.
It's going to be great. It's going to be called 87.
Speaking of
87 tracks.
Before it gets too late, happy freaking birthday, Travis Kelce, the greatest tight end of all time.
Oh,
He's officially 34 years old.
He's having a day today. Somebody told him that today he didn't have to fight for his right to party. And I said, don't you do it, Kelce. You never lose your right to party. You fight every day, even when they tell you not to, because somebody's looking to take your right to party away.
Yeah, we have to live by that motto.
There's always a hater out there trying to steal your right to party.
Hey, don't DM team YouTube. Just throw a tweet out and tag them in it.
Yeah, I think DMing them, they have to follow you too.
And also, Mike,
you kind of don't want to be I don't know how to explain.
I don't care what you do. Blow
them up. I don't care. I was gonna say whatever.
Actually, maybe Mike could just put a tweet out and everybody can retweet that and build off of that, and everybody send their own messages and everything else. So.
I may do it tomorrow if I don't hear back from him.
Yep, man. Yeah, Enrique, the whole EB thing. Just real quick. That's we're watching it right now. If Eric Bieniemy was so much better than Matt Nagy, and that's the only reason the Chiefs have looked like they've struggled, then why have they only put up 20 points on the Bears, but the Chiefs put up 41?
I mean, he does have Sam Howell, and we have...
Is that what it is? He's still the greatest offensive coordinator of all time. He just doesn't have the weapons?
Well, I mean, right. Couldn't you essentially just call the same 60 plays that the Chiefs called that the Commanders could call, but Sam Howell's not going to convert those at a rate that Patrick Mahomes will. He's the greatest of all time. He's the greatest. The greatest.
Can I put the daggone Cash App in the chat? Is it really that big of a deal? Are they going to delete our entire channel? Because everybody keeps asking for one. I'll just put my own on there. And
don't do your Cash App. Do your Johnny Cash Apple.
Okay.
Johnny Cash Apple. Answer Johnny Cash Apple's question. Answer it in code.
Johnny Cash Apple loves.
Yeah. Loves. Johnny Cash
Let me
Apple
see what he
loves.
Hey, let me see what he loves real quick. I'm just gonna double check.
See what he loves.
Let me Google and see.
I hope it's something like Swifty123.
Hold on. Yeah.
Johnny Cash Apple.
I mean, it just seems ridiculous. Like, why do we have to speak in freaking code? We're grown adults. Grow up, YouTube. Grow up.
Grow up. You freaking bums. Grow up.
Yeah. If you want to buy Johnny Cash Apple's new album, see that guy in the comments, and that guy will make sure that the albums go to the right people and all that good stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's not that you can't, Ray. It's not that you can't do that. It's just that in our situation, they make a bunch of rules.
Yeah. When you're demonetized,
yeah,
you're not allowed.
You're not. Don't try to find loopholes, or we'll delete your entire channel. That's basically what they said.
After he writes Johnny Cash Apple.
Who cares at this point? Look at me. I'm not scared. If you're scared, go to church, Mike.
Wait, Joe E says he looked up Jeff Jarrett created a trademark for slap nuts.
No way.
But Data has anything? No, it's not nothing to do with that.
No, he didn't.
Slap nuts is
Jeff
trademarked?
Jarrett, the wrestler?
Trademarked?
No.
Wait, I've got to look this up.
I'm looking it up right now.
No way.
So wait a second. Did he already use this?
Whoa, he does. Jeff Jarrett explains the origins of slap nuts.
What the heck?
So we've got slap nuts and suck it?
We're just hey, Vince McMahon came after us, bro.
Do we got the whole WWE coming after? He's got one that says listen up slap nuts.
Hey,
this
Jeff Jarrett
is great.
explains what a slap nut is. What the heck?
Is excellent.
That's
I don't even
great.
care.
Who brought that up?
Joe?
That is so funny. I had no idea that was a thing. I thought you just made that word up one day randomly.
You did it.
Did I do it?
Yeah.
That's great.
That's funny, though. I mean, does it really matter?
Okay, Wayne, yes, we do need another meetup. That'd be fun.
He said his grandma invented that word.
What the heck? His grandma used the little slap nuts.
She said she used to call people who slapped their gums together people who knew more about less. I don't know. And then I can't read it because I'm not going to click it. But he said his grandma did it.
Dude, that's wild. I had no idea.
Yeah, we had no idea about slap. That's funny, though. Who cares? Dang, that's on a T-shirt, though. You might get trademarked.
Nah.
Hey, he did it with a Z, though. So if you just use an S, you're good to go.
It doesn't matter. I don't care anyway.
It doesn't matter. It really don't.
I'll fight Jeff Jarrett. He's so old, I could take him.
I'll hit him with my guitar back here.
Yeah, I'll hit him with a guitar. I don't care. One more time, real quick. It's at Team YouTube.
At Team YouTube.
Just let them know that we're a legit, awesome channel that makes our own original content and that they are screwing up. That's all we got to do. And don't pull out the suck it, Adam Javier. Don't do it.
Hey, Christy, how are you?
Yeah, I had no idea, KY. I did not know that was a thing.
We really didn't know that.
Didn't know
That's
that.
That's amazing. Doesn't matter, though. I mean, it's kind of funny. Slap nuts.
Look at the Chiefers got Nightbot going. That's funny.
Support Bruised Apples.
Support Bruised Apples. Yeah. Now, appreciate you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you guys for being understanding of what's going on. It's kind of out of our control. We're just as frustrated or more than you guys are. Trust me, we put a lot of work into this channel, so it's pretty annoying. But it is what it is. But like I said, hit up at Team YouTube on X and just light them up. Just make sure to let them know that our channel's legit and that we make our own original content and that you're very upset that things aren't going the way they should be.
You're distraught.
Also, Johnny Cash Apple's new album's out. Nightbot can tell you all about it. So if you guys want to hear that bad boy, check that out. just keep your eyes out. Like I said, we're going to get a Patreon going. We're going to do a lot of different things, and we'll put it in probably community posts and things like that. Just keep your eye out. We'll get this. We'll do what we got to do for the next few months and have a good season anyway, because screw everybody. It's football season, and we're going to have a good time, and we know you guys are. So, yeah, man, you got anything left for the people out there, Mike, before we slide off into oblivion for the night and cry ourselves to sleep?
No, man. I'm excited for this game. I'm excited for the Vikings game.
Hey, yeah, keep an eye out. We'll be doing a podcast. Let's see, what's tonight? Thursday. We're like a day behind now because things went crazy. So our schedule's a little bit different now for the week, but we'll probably work on a full video to be out maybe Saturday. Tomorrow might be a shorts kind of day. So look for a full video pod on Saturday, and we'll go from there. We'll see how it plays out. But of course, we'll be live Saturday night
for sure
for the tailgate. We'll be live after the game on Sunday. So yeah, we'll see how it works out. Like I said, a little thrown off by how things went out this week. So bear with us.
Did the Bears win tonight?
They're winning.
Bears with us.
Bear down.
That's horrible. No way. Go Chiefs. We're out of here.
Later.
Y'all have a good night.
There goes a sight from my soul.